Hi there, students. I had a question from Anil about what's the difference between characterize and embody. Okay, so both of these are verbs. Let's see, if something characterizes a situation or another thing, this means it's typical of that thing. So, loud guitar sounds characterize this type of music. Okay, they are typical of it. Whereas to embody means to represent an idea or a quality exactly. Yeah, so I think characterize says it's typical of, whereas to embody says takes most of the important characteristics of, represents the most important things. So his attitude embodies all of the qualities that ought to be that belong to a gentleman. To embody has the idea of bringing all these things together in one. Yeah. The law embodies the ideas of fairness and equality. Okay, it brings these all together and represents these qualities. Yeah. However, law is not necessarily characterized by justice and fairness. Yeah. Okay, so with characterize, it's talking about the normal characteristics of something, whereas to embody has the idea of to represent in a material form, to make something part of a system or a whole, to give a tangible body to something. So the system should embody people's values. Yes, it should also characterize them as well. Yeah, but characterize, when you characterize something, you are giving the details of what it is like. Whereas to embody is to give something a concrete form, to comprise, to collect together. Yeah, so I think if something embodies something, it brings all these things together in one. And yes, a thing should be characterized by the ideas or the ideals that it embodies. Because here character is talking about characteristics. Yeah, something that is characteristic, something that is typical of. Yeah. And to embody is to put something abstract into a tangible form. Yeah, to incorporate, to include, to put together, to collect together, embody. Whereas to characterize, to distinguish, to mark, yeah, a particular quality of something, yeah, to represent. And that's, I think, really the difference between the two. I think also to embody is probably a more formal word. I'd probably give it 6.5 in formality, maybe a 7. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd use it in an informal conversation. You could just about. Whereas characterize, I would give a 5.5 in formality. Use it absolutely anywhere. And then as to origins, well, to embody means to give literally a body to. And to characterize comes from ancient Greek characterizo, to designate by a characteristic, to designate by a mark. Okay, so I think the characteristics are the things that are typical of it. Whereas if something embodies this, then yes, they are the typical characteristics of it. But embody has more the idea of putting these things together. Yeah, so his attitude is characterized by honesty. Yeah. One of the typical characteristics of him is honesty. He embodies honesty. He is all of the things of honesty put together in one person. And clearly, this is his main characteristic. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Characterize or embody.